Hey, Narendra here, and I wanted to show you the resource that I am most proud of. It is my 14ers Ultimate Checklist. This is a lot different than any other checklist that you've probably seen. This is 10 years in the making. It's all interactive. It's meant for you to use during your training program and afterwards to plan all of your hikes of 14ers, hikes and climbs of 14ers. Spend a ton of time on this. I do update it every month or so based on the newest climbs and hikes that I've gone on. And so I'll keep you updated on where this is and let you download new versions and stuff like that. You're part of the group. So let's just jump right into it, and I'll show you exactly how this works. So basically, you can look up any 14er here. This is all searchable and all sortable. So all the 14ers are on columns A, and the elevations are on B, and C is all the different mountain ranges. And then I have personally ranked all of these from easiest to hardest. So number one is the easiest, and that starts with Quandary Peak, and then it goes all the way to 58, which is the hardest peak. So you can sort through, and you can actually put them in order from 1 to 58, and you can start that way on hiking all these peaks. Or you can go by a couple of different other metrics that I'll show you in a second. A really cool feature that I just added not too long ago was the directions to the trailhead. So you don't have to look in multiple spots for where these trailheads are. I give you the best trailhead to go to. And also, I linked it with Google Earth so you can get there from your house and easily map it out. So I'm just clicking on this link now. It will bring you to the actual trailhead. And you can type in your home address here, and it will bring you right to the trailhead, and will give you the driving time and if there's any accidents and things like that. So really a really useful tool in integration into the spreadsheet. And then I have my recommended route to the summit. So again, you don't have to go searching around. You can take these routes. These are pretty much the standard routes that go up a lot of these mountains. So there's no confusion and on where to go. And then along with that, along with the route, I have the different class systems. So if you remember that from the trainings that there's class 1 through 5, 1 being the easiest and just a walk up, 5 being technical rock climbing. So if you're just starting out or new 14ers, you probably want to stick with the class 1 and class 2. And then as you progress, go to class 3. So you can basically sort all these mountains by their class and also by their exposure and danger factor. So if you remember, exposure is how much air is beneath you as you're hiking or whatever. So if you have class 1 with low exposure and you're new, this would be like Grays and Torreys peaks would be great for you to start off with, or Quandary Peak or something like that. And danger factor, this is my personal ranking. So I rank them low, high to highest. Highest being most extreme, farthest out, and rockfall and things like that. And then also another couple specific statistics that are very important are round trip mileage and elevation gain. In terms of the mileage, I prefer to refer to everything in round trip rather than just one way, so it's not confusing. So round trip mileage is basically from the trailhead to the summit back down to the trailhead, so there's no confusion there. And elevation gain is also hugely important. I think almost more so than the actual mileage. So if you have something like Long's Peak, which is 4,800 feet gain compared to Mount Evans, which is 1,400 feet, obviously Mount Evans is going to be a lot easier to start off with. Sort by mileage, elevation gain, and class, and you'll get the easiest mountain basically. And then as a bonus, as a lot of you know, I like to explore quite a bit. It's really fun to explore. It's really fun to try different routes, and I put the most adventurous routes to the summit. So those of you looking to get a little bit more than the standard routes and trying to be a lot more adventurous on the weekends or whatever and stay away from crowds, these have the most adventurous routes on there. Now, just keep in mind that some of them are the same routes as the standard routes because there's really not a lot of options. But if you follow this, you'll get to see a lot of different cool routes that not a lot of people go on. And it has a class and everything like that, so you can judge your fitness and your motivation and choose the right route there. And also, if there's a rock climbing route which has technical aspects to it, like the casual route on Long's Peak, which I talk about a lot, and the one that I got stuck on, that's on here. And then the relative crowd level, even though all the mountains are somewhat busy. This refers to weekend type traffic. So if you're trying to find a low crowded weekend, you can search for that on here. And then, pay attention to the 4-wheel drive option. If you have a 2-wheel drive car and low clearance, you're not going to be able to get to some of these trailheads. So just make sure that you're checking the 4-wheel drive option on here. You'll need a high clearance vehicle to get to some of these. But other like Quandary Peak to the standard trailhead, you just need a passenger car. So this will tell you exactly what you need here. And then what I think is the most important is my overall rating. So this goes from 1 to 5, 1 being not the best experience on a mountain, 5 being the highest. So you can sort that way. And then as a bonus, and I'm going to do a couple more spreadsheets on this and some presentations, are nearby bonus peaks. Some of these peaks are actually better than the 14ers themselves. And so, if you want to get rid of this and look for other things to do, or maybe combine with some of the 14ers, these peaks are absolutely awesome. So I'm going to be updating the spreadsheet, quite a bit. So look out for those updates and look out for more information on these peaks here. So I hope you use this. Let me know what your feedback is on it. If you have other recommended routes that I haven't done, awesome. Let's put them on here. And this can be a totally interactive thing. So look for updates, use this thing to plan your next couple hikes, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys so much. This is going to be in the members area. Members can download it, and we hope you have fun with it. So take care. Thanks so much.